Imagine being dropped into a gritty, post-apocalyptic world brimming with intrigue, danger, and the unknown. That's exactly the thrilling experience the S.T.A.L.K.E.R series offers. If you've ever been fascinated by the eerie landscapes of Chernobyl and the mysteries it might hold, then you're in for a treat. In today's video, journey deep into the zone, traverse its treacherous terrains, and uncover the rich history behind one of the most cult classic series in gaming. Whether you're a seasoned stalker or new to the irradiated wastes, prepare to dive into all the lore, secrets, and groundbreaking moments that make S.T.A.L.K.E.R a standout in the world of video games. Stay tuned, because what you're about to discover will blow your mind. This is the legendary S.T.A.L.K.E.R history, and this is nerdsection.com. Let's dive into the world of S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Shadow of Chernobyl, a game that not only defined its genre, but also brought a unique blend of survival horror, role-playing, and first-person shooting to the gaming landscape. Released in 2007 by Ukrainian developer GSC Game World, this game is the inaugural entry in the S.T.A.L.K.E.R series, and is available on Windows. Set in an alternate reality inspired by the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Shadow of Chernobyl immerses players in the zone, a post-apocalyptic landscape filled with mutated creatures, hostile factions, and mysterious anomalies. The game's protagonist, known as the Marked One, wakes up with amnesia and is given a mission to kill someone named S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Along the way, players uncover hidden truths about the zone, the Chernobyl disaster, and their own identity, leading to multiple possible endings based on the choices made throughout the game. One of the standout features of S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Shadow of Chernobyl, is its atmospheric design. The game's setting is both bleak and hauntingly beautiful, capturing the eerie desolation of the irradiated wasteland. Dynamic day-night cycles and weather patterns contribute to the immersive experience, making every trek through the zone unique and unpredictable. On the positive side, the game received praise for its detailed open world, complex AI, and rich narrative. The atmosphere is palpably tense, heightened by ambient sound design, and occasionally unsettling quiet moments. Far from being a linear shooter, the game offers a semi-open world structure that encourages exploration and survival tactics. Players can engage in various side quests, barter with NPCs, and scavenge for resources. However, the game is not without its flaws. Upon release, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, Shadow of Chernobyl suffered from numerous technical issues, including bugs, crashes, and performance problems. The inventory system and user interface were often cited as clunky and unintuitive. Despite these issues, patches and a dedicated modding community have significantly improved the game over time, fixing many of the initial problems and adding new content. Trivia time. Did you know that Shadow of Chernobyl was originally announced in 2001, but faced several delays before its eventual release in 2007? The extended development cycle led to a high level of anticipation and concern among fans, but the game managed to deliver an experience that largely met expectations. Another interesting tidbit is that the game's design drew heavy inspiration from the 1979 film S.T.A.L.K.E.R, directed by Andrei Tarkovsky, and the book Roadside Picnic by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky. S.T.A.L.K.E.R Shadow of Chernobyl distinguished itself from other games of its era with its unique setting, compelling narrative, and blend of gameplay genres. Unlike typical first-person shooters that focus primarily on action, this game emphasized survival and exploration, requiring players to manage resources carefully and think strategically. Additionally, while future games in the series introduced new elements and improvements, Shadow of Chernobyl laid the foundation for what would become a beloved franchise. In sum, S.T.A.L.K.E.R Shadow of Chernobyl is a landmark title that offers a deeply engaging, albeit initially flawed experience. Its contributions to the genre and its distinctive setting have cemented its place in gaming history. Whether you're a veteran of the zone or a newcomer, this game is worth exploring for its atmosphere, story, and the sheer tension it creates. Released in 2008, S.T.A.L.K.E.R Clear Sky is the second installment in the critically acclaimed S.T.A.L.K.E.R series by GSC Game World. This game, acting as a prequel to the original S.T.A.L.K.E.R Shadow of Chernobyl, plunges players deeper into the eerie and highly atmospheric world set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Clear Sky continues to build on the rich lore established by its predecessor. Set in 2011, a year before the events of Shadow of Chernobyl, the game pits players in the shoes of a mercenary named S.T.A.L.K.E.R. S.T.A.L.K.E.R finds himself in the chaotic environment of the exclusion zone, caught amid warring factions and increasing anomalies. The story revolves around his journey to stop a group of stalkers from reaching the center of the zone, as their actions are causing catastrophic disruptions to its already delicate balance. The game introduces several new gameplay mechanics and refinements over its predecessor. One of the most notable additions is the Faction Wars system, where players can ally with, fight against, or even lead various factions vying for control of the zone. This addition made the game feel more dynamic and alive, with the balance of power shifting based on player actions and in-game events. Graphically, Clear Sky took a significant leap forward with the implementation of DirectX 10 support, which improved the game's visual fidelity with enhanced lighting and special effects. The atmospheric details, such as the hauntingly detailed environments and eerie soundscapes, further immerse players in the abandoned, perilous Chernobyl exclusion zone. However, Clear Sky was not without its flaws. Upon release, it was plagued by technical issues, including game-breaking bugs, performance problems, and frequent crashes. Despite patches addressing many of these issues, the initial experience left a mark on its reception. Additionally, some players felt that the game's difficulty was punishingly high, with aggressive AI and limited resources making survival a significant challenge. Notably, Clear Sky garnered mixed to positive reviews. While some praised its enhanced graphics and more complex gameplay mechanics, others criticized the technical difficulties and steep difficulty curve. Despite these issues, the game is still remembered fondly by fans of the series for its immersive world building and continued expansion of the Stalker universe. Clear Sky was released exclusively for Windows, continuing the series' tradition of being a PC-focused experience, allowing the developers to push graphical and gameplay boundaries. In conclusion, Stalker Clear Sky succeeded in deepening the lore and offering a compelling look into the events leading up to Shadow of Chernobyl. Though marred by technical difficulties, its ambitious gameplay mechanics and atmospheric presentation kept players coming back to the unpredictable and dangerous world of the zone. S.T.A.L.K.E.R Call of Pripyat, released in 2010, is the third installment in the renowned Stalker series, developed by Ukrainian studio GSC Game World. The game continues the narrative started by its predecessors, Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl and Stalker Clear Sky, bringing players back to the hauntingly atmospheric exclusion zone surrounding the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. The storyline of Call of Pripyat follows Major Alexander Detyarev, an undercover agent sent by the Ukrainian government to investigate the mysterious disappearance of several military helicopters in the zone. As players navigate through decaying buildings and eerie landscapes, they uncover government secrets, encounter various factions, and face off against mutated creatures and other stalkers who roam the zone. One of the game's strengths lies in its dedication to creating an immersive and authentic atmosphere. The developers meticulously recreated real-world locations within the Chernobyl exclusion zone, which adds a layer of realism and tension to the player's experience. The weather effects, day-night cycle, and attention to detail in environmental design contribute to the overall sense of dread and isolation. Gameplay-wise, Call of Pripyat builds on the open world and survival horror mechanics introduced in previous titles. Players must scavenge for supplies, manage their inventory, and maintain their equipment to survive. The game introduces new features such as a more streamlined interface, better AI behavior for both human and mutant enemies, and improved performance stability. However, while these improvements were generally well received, some fans felt that the game could still be too demanding on hardware, and occasional bugs and glitches could detract from the experience. One notable difference between Call of Pripyat and its predecessors is the open world design. Unlike Shadow of Chernobyl and Clear Sky, which had more linear progression, Call of Pripyat offers 3 large interconnected maps that players can explore freely. This open-ended approach allows for greater exploration and multiple pathways to complete objectives, encouraging replayability. Despite its strengths, Call of Pripyat is not without its flaws. The game has been criticized for its steep learning curve, which can be daunting for newcomers to the series. Additionally, some players found that the story, while engaging, lacked the same depth and complexity as Shadow of Chernobyl. Stalker Call of Pripyat was released exclusively for Windows PC, which allowed the developers to fully optimize the game for the platform without having to compromise for multiple systems. This decision was both a benefit and a drawback, as it ensured a higher level of detail and performance, but also limited the audience to PC gamers. In conclusion, Stalker Call of Pripyat stands as a significant entry in the Stalker series, praised for its atmospheric environment, gameplay enhancements, and open-world design. While it does have its imperfections, it remains a beloved title for fans of the franchise and a testament to GSC Game World's ability to craft a compelling and immersive post-apocalyptic experience. The upcoming game, Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl, set for release in 2024, is highly anticipated by fans of the franchise and newcomers alike. Developed by GSC Game World, this installment promises an expansive open world, a deep narrative, and a blend of survival horror with first-person shooter elements. Players can expect stunning visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5, immersive gameplay, and a richly detailed post-apocalyptic setting in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. The game aims to deliver a compelling experience with dynamic weather, a day-night cycle, and advanced AI, making it one of the most awaited titles of the year. And that's a wrap on today's nerdy escapade. If you enjoyed this, check out our next video right here. May your dice roll high and your pixels stay sharp. Catch you later, Nerd Section crew!